prepared to play.
And Coach, congratulations to you because you've been with this franchise since the beginning, and this is your that feeling like for you to get that, exposure and also just kind of return championship.
We've been to 4 out of the 5 championships there and won 2 of them. We were in one previous Stern finals that we lost to the Warriors season 2.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. If you the competition, you gon' get buried. I don't cheat on the game, we getting married. They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. Ain't no option, ain't no secondary. I just throw it out like a Hail Mary. I'm legendary.
The beautiful, dramatic setting here in Salt Lake City, Utah becomes apparent when you get a look at the aerial shot of the surroundings. Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the Jam. On Friday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. And then on Tuesday, they'll be facing off against DeMarcus Cousins and the Denver Nuggets. And nothing.
Good evening to you.
I love his personality. That was a great story, Dave. Thank you. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've got Favors. Lou Dort out there with the machine. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Giddey in at the shooting guard. And for the Jazz, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. Chalk up 2 there.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
And for those teams that suffered a harsh ending to last season, Greg, what are they feeling here on opening night?
I mean, motivated. You think about that kind of thing all summer, and the chance for retribution starts now.
With the drive and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws of this quarter.
Number 7 at the line for 2.
So he gets them both.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Mr. Gobert. The Jazz working the ball around now. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Conley.
Oklahoma City foul. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the Thunder. 4-point game. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Back to Gobert. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And the bulk of Gobert's offense is going to come down low. Even if the D knows that, it can still be tough to stop.
Stolen by O'Neal. In transition, here come the Jazz. Conley leading the charge. Drills the three-pointer.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, when no one's on you, Great shot there.
Here's Conley. Offensive rebound. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. To the middle. Here's the machine. Count it. 6 points for the machine.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And the pass to Gobert. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
4th team foul.
And Gobert kicks to O'Neal. Passes to Conley. To the inside. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Back to O'Neal. Pass to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Fader on the way. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
And after a down season in 2020, with some questioning if he was over the hill, Greg, Mike Conley came roaring back last season.
And the first player ever to make his All-Star debut that far into his career, it had to feel something like redemption. And I tell you, he's not done yet. Has a nice new contract to prove it.
That's a whistle he did not want to hear. His second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan. 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Whiteside's checked in for Gobert. Eric Paschal comes in for Bogdanovich. Clarkson, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Butler in for Mike Conley. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Hands checked in.
Zero hesitation from Shea on that play.
Utah trailing here. And we know what Mitchell can do offensively. But, Greg, how do you evaluate his defensive game?
And, Kevin, without question, there's room for improvement. I'd say he's probably below average, but he has the tools that if he tightens up that part of his game, look out.
Personal foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Rudy Gay's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And then for Oklahoma City, Baisley's checked in for the machine. And it's Kenrich Williams in for George. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Gilgeous Alexander passes to Roby.
Whiteside, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. That one's swatted.
Here's Williams. Lets a floater go. No good that time. Good work defensively by Gay. Clarkson passes to Paschal. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And that one good from Clarkson.
Well, Clarkson can get inside. He's athletic to do that, and then needs the touch in that area. Showed it off there.
Stolen by Gay. And here we go. It's Butler with the floater. Roby with the rebound. And it's Williams with the ball for the Thunder. They trail by 6 to end the run. And that one's good by Roby.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Butler passes to Paschal. Dishes it to Gay. Here's Whiteside. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Here's Pascal, and he uses the glass on the layup. Pascal's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Solid at feeding his guys the ball. Rudy has no problem giving it up that time.
Yes, that goes in.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Jazz leading by 4, and the jam by Whiteside.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Mann. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. They get Hassan Whiteside. Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
There's a big European movement to get players into the NBA. Seems like recently it's come from the Great White North, as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has come down to make an impact in the NBA.
Thunder trailing by 3. Driving inside. And finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Butler kicks to Clarkson. Lets the 3 fly. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Clarkson's got 5 points so far.
Like to see more of that from Clarkson. Just get more consistent from the three-point line. Steps up and knocks that one down.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Jazz lead by 4. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And the 2021 Sixth Man of the Year winner, Jordan Clarkson.
It's been good for me. From day one, they told me to come here.
And Clarkson really finding his niche, providing Greg instant scoring off the Utah bench.
And there's tremendous value in a player who can create his own shot and really carry a second unit. Clarkson's quickness, so tough to bottle him up.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Jazz.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
In a moment. To reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Utah, the wing pair for them, Clarkson and Bogdanovich. Is out there with Rudy Gay, and it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert may get overlooked, but his coach understands what he means to the Utah Jazz. Quinn Snyder says his presence on the floor gives us a chance. He's our most important player as far as how he anchors our team. He's the foundation. Kevin, the way they win games, that's saying something.
He is a Defensive Player of the Year multiple times. Phenomenal player. Thanks, D.A. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. From outside the arc. And again, it's the Jazz from deep. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy. And I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing them out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Mitchell. Bogdanovich has got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Jazz. Dort passes to the machine. Left side favors. Pass to Giddey. Now Dort. Shot clock at 5. Shot from 12. It's off, but still a great shooting night. 6 of 8 from the field in the game. Mitchell wide open. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And it's a 10-point Jazz lead. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting.
Conley kicks to Bogdanovic. Off target with his 3. Thunder trailing by 8. Here's the machine. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Kept alive. Second chance shot. And Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got 8.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
There's the pass to O'Neal. Down low. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
They're not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Rudy Gay's checked in for Bogdanovic. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Butler in for Mike Conley. And the lefty forward, Darius Bazley-Brent, can hurt you inside and outside.
Well, he's more comfortable on the attack where he's able to put the ball down on the floor and extend and use his athletic ability. But he is gaining some confidence in that shot. And in the offseason, if you work hard enough, you can come back the next year and really show that you're more of a weapon on the outside than you were the year before.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Gilgeous-Alexander against Gay. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nice job, SGA, coming in and using that long, athletic wingspan.
Back to Dort. Takes a 3. The shot comes out. The Jazz go the other way with it. Inside. The kick outside to Butler. Here's Gobert. Off the left rim and out. Thunder trailing by 8. Dort, left side. Oklahoma City moving it around. And that one, good. Bazley's got his second basket of the night.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
56 seconds left to play here in the half. Utah leading by 6. Clarkson surveying the floor. And the foul on Isaiah Roby. That is his first foul of the game. Whiteside's checked in for the Jazz. Eric Vasco comes in for Donovan Mitchell. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Here's Gay. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler. And Whiteside sends it back. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. Goes back up and stolen by Whiteside. And oh, here we go. Gay's got it. The fast break chance. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Dort.
Rudy Gay had a step on him, and once he gets that, you're pretty much toast with that kind of size. He drives right in there.
First trip to the line for him here.
Rudy Gay. at the line for 2.
Shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good.
Capable of playing either forward. The versatility that Gay has, important in today's league for him to stay around.
The Jazz making a switch here. Conley's checked in, and a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Kenrich Williams, he's checked in for Dort. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Thunder trailing by 8, knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams inside the line. Roby the pass to Giddey. 4 seconds left. Comes up empty down low. And so it's the Utah Jazz holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much with Quinn Snyder.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. And they kept it close, trailing by, at the most, 4 points. Well, for
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Really an incredible game from the Machine.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
Taking a look at the Thunder, we've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The Machine is out there with Lou Dort. Then there's Favors, and it's Giddey in at the shooting guard position. Here's Mitchell. Dort grabs the miss. Dort's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Utah Jazz last season was elite at both ends of the floor. Sixth Man of the Year winner Jordan Clarkson says, 3 things we've been doing well are playing fast, sharing the basketball, and defense. We're playing a fun style of basketball and just keep racking up the wins. Guys?
They are fun to watch and a handful. DA, thanks. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1 block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Mitchell, this is to Bogdanovich. And he gets it to go. Bogdanovich has got his second basket.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Here's the machine, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. 18 points for the machine. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. They've led by as much as 10. Conley finds Mitchell. 13 feet away. The shot is good off the backboard. Mitchell's got 12 points in the game.
He's so strong from mid-range. The D needs to keep in mind what a feel Mitchell has for that shot.
Driving to the basket, and it's blocked, and he recovers it. 6 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Keeping that ball absolutely on a string. Gilgeous-Alexander capable of getting creative.
And now around. Two minutes gone by in this half. Jazz leading by 6. Mitchell right side. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first.
Yeah, easy call.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie, in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Mann's checked in. O'Neal with the rebound. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. He drops in the layup off the glass. That's 12 points for Rudy Gobert.
Passes like this demonstrate Conley's unselfishness as well as his desire to get his guys going on offense.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he converts the layup. He's got 9.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Utah leading. Greg, you think back to when Gilgeous-Alexander came to the Thunder, came over. In that Paul George trade, he exploded after that deal.
And most of the focus on the picks the Thunder got, but Gilgeous-Alexander has been the biggest return by far. Exploded once he arrived with the Thunder.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Goes up the baseline. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance. What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Whiteside's checked in for Gobert. Eric Pascal comes in for Bogdanovic. And it's Clarkson in for Royce O'Neal. Then for the Thunder, Roby, he's checked in for Favors. Paisley comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Williams in for George.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Oklahoma City foul.
And Utah making a change here. Gay's checked in.
Team foul. Checking in for the Jazz, Rudy Gay.